It's playtime with the Sleepy Boys.
All right, everybody, get that bacon sizzling, get your cup of coffee, maybe, I don't know, take off your slippers, put on your slippers, curl up with your dog on the couch.
Tuck that dick back into your trousers.
Okay, we can't use that.
Why not?
I don't know. It was gross.
Let's talk about something real quick here.
Okay,
so I want to talk about the Joker played by Jared Leto.
okay.
Here's my thinking about it. Take away all of the fucking stupid-ass tattoos that he had.
Okay.
Take away all of the, the gigolo type shit that he was wearing.
Okay.
I genuinely...
I'm looking at a naked man.
Looking at a naked man. Now, take the Jared Leto stylistically that we got and put him in the traditional Joker attire, right?
Okay.
I don't think he did a bad job performance-wise.
Oh, I didn't think he did I don't think he was bad performance-wise. There were certain things that I didn't like his whole laughing moniker I thought was dumb.
Just like the way he laughed?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind the way he laughed. It was just that whole... But once again, if you get rid of the tattoos, you probably get rid of the scene.
This is the one where he holds his hand in front of his face while he's laughing?
I just hate that so much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely one of the dumbest parts of the film. But, I gotta be honest, aside, seriously, yes, it wasn't the Joker that everyone traditionally thinks of, but, he was still felt Jokerish, He felt like a version of the Joker.
For me... Ian McGregor's Black Mask in Birds of Prey felt like...
Haven't seen it. Don't ruin that. Don't ruin it for me.
You haven't seen it yet?
No.
You're going to really like it.
I've heard.
I loved it. I also love Ian McGregor as a bad guy.
Yeah, no, for real. Ewan McGregor is great. Wait.
I always knew he was a good actor, but this just made me love him even more.
Wait, I just need to confirm. Did you say Ian McGregor?
Ewan McGregor?
Okay, so Kenobi. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I was like, is there somebody else I don't know about named Ian McGregor?
No, sorry.
That's okay.
I always try to say Ewan McGregor, but it sometimes just comes out as Ian McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. It's
just me being phonetically lazy.
That's fine. I understand how that is. But, yeah, so I'm really excited to see the Birds of Prey. I'm ashamed to say that I still haven't watched Aquaman or Wonder Woman.
I watched Aquaman. There were moments that I liked. Too many dumb guy machismo moments.
Well, obviously, it's...
just dumb. Really, really dumb. But I love Jason Momoa. And he was a lot of fun to watch.
Oh my god, I have not seen anything with Jason Momoa in it that I didn't like it.
Right.
Because of Jason Momoa.
And then Wonder Woman, I absolutely love.
Still haven't seen
Except for what they did to Ares.
See, I didn't even know Ares was in that.
Yeah.
So, I also haven't seen Justice League.
I mean, the movie takes place during,
World War One.
Yeah. So
I guess that makes sense.
I had a brain fart. I was like, wait, was it World War One or Two? And then I was like, wait, there weren't Nazis.
Yeah.
They were pre-Nazis.
They were baby Nazis. Or grandpa Nazis, I guess, because they were the older ones. Either way, I still haven't seen... I haven't seen anything past Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad.
Don't watch Justice League.
I've been told.
Don't.
I've been told.
You know what, though? I do want to watch it with you. I want to find a way that we can both watch it because HBO Max is coming out with the Snyder Cut.
I've heard that there's everybody's been clamoring for the Snyder Cut. And you know what would be only fair for the Snyder Cut?
What?
Is if we got the full extended cut of what Suicide Squad was supposed to be as well. With all
Look, HBO Max has opened up this door now. And I who knows what we're going to get.
Yeah.
HBO Max just announced they got all of the streaming rights to Doctor Who.
Okay. That's cool for those people that like Doctor Who.
I love Doctor Who.
I know you do. That's why I'm in this with you. Me personally haven't seen Doctor Who since Peter Capaldi started.
Well, you saw stuff before that.
I mean, yeah. I like David Tennant. I like Matt Smith. I liked Eccleston fine enough.
Jodie Whittaker's wonderful.
Is that like the new companion because the Doctor can't be female?
I swear to God, if you do this,
Stab me in the throat for that comment.
you're terrible.
I know. I've heard that she's been doing a great job. It's just I haven't seen any of it. So I legit.
It's kind of difficult to watch it if you don't unless you have BBC America, you have to buy it.
Yeah, I know it used to be on Netflix, but that's not anymore.
Yeah, they took it off Netflix several years ago.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
And here's why: because HBO Max ended up buying it.
Well, isn't HBO Max also releasing a DC comic book?
I wouldn't be surprised at all. I don't know what it is.
99% sure that I've heard this.
That sounds about right, but I don't know what it is.
Hold on.
I wouldn't be surprised if, in all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised if HBO Max ended up absorbing the DC Online.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're making a comic book series.
What's it called?
HBO Max.
Okay.
I shit you not. It's called HBO... I'm sorry, it's called To The Max.
Oh no.
But it's HBO Max comic book.
Okay.
I can't make this shit up.
It doesn't sound good.
I mean, it doesn't look any worse than anything I've ever seen coming out of DC. Hold on just a sec.
But I mean, DC puts out a lot of good-looking stuff.
DC puts out a lot of great stuff. No doubt. It's just To The Max, man. Just, holy shit. Oh my God.
Is there any way that we could get To The Max and Extreme to just duke it out?
I forgot about Extreme. I never read Extreme.
I thought you did.
No, I read a bunch of the other stuff, but never Extreme.
I just want a book that says Extreme To The Max.
What I would love to see is Marvel versus DC versus Image.
I'm sorry, did you say DC or Deep Sea?
DC.
Okay. My speaker cut right when you said that, or your mic cut, and it sounded like you're saying I want to see Marvel versus Deep Sea.
No. Marvel versus DC versus Image.
Well, who from Image would you bring in? Just Spawn and Witchblade?
Spawn, Witchblade, Gertrude,
You could bring Gertrude.
Bad Rock.
Who's Bad Rock?
The Thing, basically.
Oh.
Basically, Savage Dragon.
Yeah, I don't know, because Savage Dragon is so risque.
Look, there have been plenty of Marvel comics and DC comics that have shown peen on more than one occasion.
No. That was one time with DC, and they even censored themselves afterwards.
I know, like a bunch of bitches.
That was a mistake, guys. We know we told you we were coming out with this adult label for mature readers, and that our artists and writers could do whatever they wanted, but somebody drew a penis.
We know that we show blood and violence and people getting eviscerated on a regular basis in the teen-rated comics, but God forbid we show a penis. But no, like there are enough Image characters that you could probably do about as good as we did with Marvel versus DC, you know?
Sure.
And like you could do matchups like they did in Marvel versus DC, because you've got plenty of Image characters that would be great to include. Like I could, like you've got, oh my God, what was his name? That really strong one from, or that one that had his own, like he just hit like issue 300 or something, Immortal or Invincible or something like that.
Oh gosh, that's right. You could throw Invincible in there too.
Yeah, so like already we've got like 5 solid characters we could include. And then what would be cool is instead of...
Oh, speaking of Image, did you see the Old Guard TV show that's coming out?
Yeah, no, I don't know what Old Guard is, so unfortunately I won't be able to do that one. I mean, I'll probably watch it just out of interest, but like, yeah.
I read the first 5 issues of it, and I really liked it. So, I'm excited to see what happens.
Oh, it's that one! I remember these covers from when I worked at that comic book shop that I no longer work at.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, now that changes my story a little bit. But yeah. So Brandon, I was scrolling on the internet the other day and found some fun things, right, as I do. Fun fact, did you know that Starry Night was painted the same year that Nintendo was founded?
Excuse me? My brain puttered out right there trying to understand what you just said.
Van Gogh's painting, Starry Night, was painted in 1889.
Okay.
Sometime in June. Nintendo was founded September 23rd, 1889.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
I wasn't, oh, cool.
Like that explains why the NES looks so shitty when you play it, because it was invented in 1889.
Oh my dear lord.
Yeah. No, but yeah, Nintendo originally was like playing cards and shit.
Yes, I knew that.
Just to give our listeners a little bit more of a time frame perspective, the Ottoman Empire existed at the same time Nintendo did. So,
also true.
Also true. But yeah, so there's that fun fact for ours. That's the fun fact of the day. Okay, so there was a news article or something. I can't remember. No, I saw it on Tumblr. It was one of those blogs that people like they wake up in the middle of the night and type something half asleep and like don't remember the next day.
Meanwhile, they accidentally started an entire internet movement on their half-assed article.
Exactly. So this person, literally, they just typed in, man who lost their arm by plunging it into lava smugly refused to describe what lava feels like. And then the next morning they responded their own thing. They said, I was running a fever the other day. I don't remember writing this at all. So that got me thinking, like, what the fuck would it feel like to stick your hand in lava?
I don't know if you would feel anything because your nerve endings would immediately be burned off.
I mean, I feel like if you were able to feel anything for a brief moment of time before your arm was like just seared off, like I feel like it would feel like sticking your hand in what's that shit called? That like it's like I think like flarp or something.
Flarp?
You know that like goo that you poke it while it's in the canister and it farts?
All I can think about is gack.
It's basically the same thing.
Okay.
But like I feel like it would feel something like that, you know, just gelatinous and kind of mushy and stringy, you know?
That's not all it's going to be, mushy and stringy.
Well, no, obviously your arm's going to turn into fucking nothing. But I think it would be a really interesting thing to find, to like, for science purposes, of course, just stick your arm into lava and just try to...
think your body would be able to handle getting close.
Well, you'd wear like a heat suit on everything except for your arm, obviously.
Sure. But once your arm gets close enough to the heat, you're immediately going to feel your skin boiling.
No.
Yes.
No. Okay, so you wear a hot suit up until the point where you rip off the thing and then stick your arm in the into the lava.
You're immediately
use your fucking imagination, Brandon. Use your fucking imagination here. Work with me, man.
You're asking me what I think, and I'm sorry. I just
It would feel like Jello.
Have you ever seen pork skins before, like crackling?
I love pork cracklings.
That's what your arm's gonna look like before it goes in.
Do you promise?
Maybe.
All right, so Mr. James, what are you feeling right now? Man, I can't feel much of anything, but I tell you what, my arm's smelling real good about now.
I'll tell you what, it smells delicious.
Good Lord.
You know what? The Donner Party might have been onto something with this cannibalism.
Oh my God. You're not wrong. Realistic science aside, let's pretend that we are somehow vacuum sealing this arm off from the rest of the body, and you are able to just feel the lava when you stick your hand in it. How do you think it would feel? You know what? I imagine it probably would be like if you stuck your hand into hot, thick grease. Oh. Gross.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. So this was a question.
If you could feel, that's if you could feel it.
Right, if you could feel anything. This was actually a question asked to me by a friend at work the other day. And I'm not at all ashamed of how quickly I responded with my answer, but I want to hear what your answer would be.
Okay.
If you could commit any murder, or commit any crime, I think I just guided you in the direction I was hoping you'd go. If you could commit any crime with no repercussions, what would you do?
No, like if I'm allowed to murder anybody?
You could I shouldn't have said. I didn't mean to say murder. You can do any crime you want, and get away with it, no repercussions at all. What would you do?
I'd probably speed.
Okay.
But I'd have to have like a really cool car.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to do it in mine.
Right. Well, yeah, obviously.
You know what? Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Okay.
There you go.
All right, that's cool. I was ashamed at how quickly I responded with murder. And their response was something to the effect of like, oh, like you'd just kill somebody and just get away with it. And I was like, oh no, I'd probably kill like 15 to 20 people. They're like, why did you have that loaded and ready to go? And I was like, I don't know, if I could get away with it, like if I could get away with it, why wouldn't I?
I mean, I think that's the mindset that Ted Bundy had.
Here's the thing, though, is you know me better than probably anybody else in the world right now.
Sure.
Like, how likely do you think it is for me to actually try and kill somebody?
Yes. I mean, to try?
Yeah.
Have you seen you? You're like the size of Lenny from Of Mice and Men. It would not be hard.
I didn't say, that's not what I'm getting at. Like, do you think I'm such a passive person? Like, I would never actually try to hurt somebody.
Always the passive ones. You push somebody far enough, they'll snap.
Well, no shit. You push anybody far enough, they'll snap. I'm not. I have found inner zen, and I don't think that I'm going to hurt anybody ever.
I don't know. Clearly not. If we're ever in a purge scenario, apparently you're going to kill 15 people.
It's different. It's completely different. You see, what you're doing is you're taking what I said and twisting it into something dark and evil.
No, I think the difference is, I think you would be methodical about who you killed.
Right. I'm not just going to go wantonly to like a fucking Walmart and start shooting people. I go to a Walmart.
Boy, this is a dangerous topic.
I'd go to a Walmart. I'd find that one fucking bitch Karen that is just being the worst person to all of the people working there, and I'd follow her back to her car, and then I'd follow her car to her apartment, and I'd walk out of that. Well, I'd wait till she falls asleep that night. I'd take my little lock picking set, unlock her door from the outside, make my way inside.
Lord.
I'd hold a pillow over her face, one of those really nice pillows with like the sequins that you can turn back and forth, you know?
I don't know.
You know, the ones where like you wipe one way and
I know.
makes a picture of the other way.
I'm not saying I don't know to a sequence pillow.
I'd hold that over her face. I'd hold that over the over her face with the sequins pointing straight out, so that it leaves like really nice, deep gashes in her face.
And she's just wondering. She's like, "What's on the other side of the sequins?"
Okay, I didn't say I'd be killing, you know, an Agatha. I said a Karen. Fuck. But
no. That was the voice that came to my head.
But yeah, so you know, I'd probably, I would know. In all seriousness, like I don't think I would ever actually kill somebody, but like,
I would hope not.
I have a plan if I ever have to, though. You know, if it's like, hey, Mark,
oh my lord,
you have to kill somebody today, and I'm like, okay, God, I didn't want to have to do this, but you are the supreme ruler. Then you know, methodically break into Karen's house and hold a pillow over her face.
All right.
You're telling me you wouldn't do that to a Karen if she just pushed you too far?
No, I wouldn't do it to a Karen.
Who would you do it to?
Well, because Karen's nobody. She's just blowing up at people around her because she's uncomfortable and she feels entitled because everything else in her life has gone horribly wrong. By killing her, you are doing her a favor. I say let her live, let her be miserable until she one day just croaks and realizes she did nothing important with her life.
God, you're sick. I thought I was bad, but holy fuck, dude.
It's just my mentality.
Actually, you know what? No, I wouldn't. If I were to kill somebody, it wouldn't be with a pillow. I wouldn't hold a pillow over their face. Have you heard that thing about, like, if you drip water on somebody's forehead in a particular rhythm, like eventually their heartbeat would sync up to that?
Are you talking about, like, the drip torture?
Yeah, that one.
Oh my lord.
That's what I'd do. I'd drip torture them. So for our listeners that don't know, basically what it is it was a method used to basically torture somebody and then they would die. You would have a water drip on somebody's forehead at a particular interval to the point where it'd be going on so long that their heart would start to beat in time with the water. And then after, you know, a certain number of days of that happening, you just turn off the water. And because there's no water droplet to keep in time with, their heart stops.
Is that scientifically proven, though?
Fuck Dude, why do you think I would know that?
I don't know.
Dude, I don't torture people.
Continue.